Hiya, girl. We're gonna be on the main stage soon. Jump to it, Harry, and light those candles.
Hey there, Harry.
Hiya, girl. I think you may need a new guru, love. You're naturally in tune, ain't you, Harry? You must be an old soul, 'cause you're really doing well. Wow. Kurinos, the god of the forest, would be right proud, Harry. Well, I don't know him personally, but I assume he would be. The colours just aren't finding the right home, dear. Keep going. Cosmic. The colours are starting to come through, but you're not quite there. Keep on trucking. Keep trying, Harriet. The colours of the rainbow are the pathway to the soul. I think you may need a new guru, love. I don't know what you're channeling right now, but it's the good stuff. The colours just aren't finding the right home, dear. Keep going. The colours are starting to come through, but you're not quite there. Keep on trucking. You're starting to blow my mind, Harry. Wonderful. Keep trying, Harriet. The colours of the rainbow are the pathway to the soul. I think you may need a new guru, love. The colours just aren't finding the right home, dear. Keep going. The colours are starting to come through, but you're not quite there. Keep on trucking. Keep trying, Harriet. The colours of the rainbow are the pathway to the soul. I think you may need a new guru, love. The colours just aren't finding the right home, dear. Keep going. The colours are starting to come through, but you're not quite there. Keep on trucking. Keep trying, Harriet. The colours of the rainbow are the pathway to the soul. I think you may need a new guru, love. The colours just aren't finding the right home, dear. Keep going. The colours are starting to come through, but you're not quite there. Keep on trucking. You're naturally in tune, ain't you, Harry?
You don't forget that science sparkler we picked up in Takal from that noblewoman.
Keep trying, Harriet. The colours of the rainbow are the pathway to the soul. I think you may need a new guru, love. The colours just aren't finding the right home, dear. Keep going. The colours are starting to come through, but you're not quite there. Keep on trucking. Keep trying, Harriet. The colours of the rainbow are the pathway to the soul. I think you may need a new guru, love. The colours just aren't finding the right home, dear. Keep going. You must be an old soul, 'cause you're really doing well. The colours are starting to come through, but you're not quite there. Keep on trucking. Oh, Harry, that's it. I see it. You have a lovely green aura. This means you're a balanced person who seeks balance for everyone. A good sort, in other words. that's the plus side. On the negs, you may be prone to envy. You got a touch of the green-eyed monster in ya. I got it. This tonic here will expel anything untoward you may be storing inside ya. Careful though. It's a laxative. Very powerful too. A drop or two will do ya. Maybe indulge after the gig, eh, Harry? I plan on marketing my tonics once we all become superstars and don't need any pungent press.
Well, damn. She's a regular plumber. Taking a leaf out of Ian's book, ain't she?
Keep trying, Harriet.
Unclogging pipes and all.
The colours of the
To
rainbow are the
no-clog
pathway to the
person.
soul.
This would be a flush out.
You're a lovely
Right?
mint green,
Knock them out of the
doll.
picture.
Harriet, what's going on? It's a round of darts. What are you afraid of?
All right, the deed's done. Let's clear the runway. Not too far, though. I think we've earned a view of the fireworks.
Oh, God. My stomach!
At last. It's true. Good. Fantastic. Well done. This should help us get the crane moving around in no time.
Ay, Diosito Santo. Ay, Diosito. Ay, Madre de Dios.
That seems to be to this beast's liking. Let's wake it up and see if we can't lower ourselves down a Portaloo pinata. Well, shoot. The crane. The flying outhouse. It's like fishing and we got a big one. Take a bow. Take a goddamn bow. You've earned this. Now, let's follow up with something good. And we're back for an encore. Let's see if all of our backstage fun has changed up the tempo, righted some of our wrongs. Well, looks like causation is coming into effect. Let's open that thing.
what a trip. Met this bird who was a bit alright, that is, until she bundles me into this bloody portaloo. And things got real bizarro. I was told the meaning of life in here by a talking poo. I'm sure it's profound and all, but I couldn't concentrate. Bleeder had the worst breath. What? Is it showtime, Harry? There you lot are! Where you been hiding?
What the... Jimmy? Where on earth did you find him, Harriet? Oh, who cares? I ain't gonna be unclogging drains for the next 40 years!
What you mugs standing round for? Me magic Mike's out there waiting for us all! Let's hit it! How y'all doing, America? How you doing, America? All right? It's our first time here in the America, man. Yeah, yeah. Gonna get a bit real. I keep this band on their toes. A real pain in the arse, I believe, would be the colloquial. If it wasn't for Harriet, I wouldn't be standing here. But to be fair, we all drive each other a little mad, right? What with Ian's moaning and Janice wanting to stuff us full of bleeding crystals and all, and Mick thinking he's the next coming of Jesus on a guitar, slumming it with us mere mortals. But if there wasn't a bit of push and pull, there probably wouldn't be no magic either. Love you guys. All right, Harry, count us in.
Did he say count us in? How are we supposed to do that?
Harry, we're waiting. You've forgotten how to play?
One handsome frog. But what exactly is the plan, Missy? Ah, give the audience a true eye-opening experience. One so out of this world that it masks an offbeat attempt of saving the day. But that'll take forever. You see that crowd? Although I would wager to say that some of them have already licked a few amphibians, if you catch my drift.
Whatever gets you through the night, hun. If you can belt those skins with the same gusto you've taken to the frog, we'll be rocky mortals.
Count us in.
When I was just a schoolboy, yeah, I had my soul. till the day she died. My daddy said it's the hand of fate, been like that his whole life. They say you play the hand you give in, and the house it always wins. So I'm running, got the reaper on my back. No one ever gonna get a hold of me, blaze a fire across the back. I'm out running, Daddy's words came a little too late. The day I slowed down, the day that I died, gonna wrestle down the hand of fate and punch a hole in the sky. I'm standing at the crossroads and chasing the devil this time. I ain't seen his face, don't know his name, always last to the scene of the crime. They say you play the hand you give in, and the house it always wins. So I'm running, got the reaper on my back. No one ever gonna get a hold of me, blaze the fire across the flag. I'm out running, Daddy's words came a little too late. The day I slowed down, the day that I died, gonna wrestle down the hand of fate, punch a hole in the sky. I'm gonna wrestle down the hand of got the reaper on my back. Blaze a fire across the flag. I'm out running, Daddy's words came a little too late. The day I slowed down, the day that I died, gonna wrestle down the hand of fate and punch a hole in the sky.
Thank you, America!
That was incredible! I've never heard you play like that, Harry. You beauty!
It's happening again. Time. It's stopping. Another singularity. You jamming with the band was meant to happen. Talk about an encore. Well, no time like the present, right? I suggest we deal with this one like we did that last. This hootenanny has really come full circle. The singularity is fine proof of it. All right, I'll do it. Let's close it. Third time's a charm, or something like that. Okay, time to flex my muscles. Back to the encoder machine. Your brain switched on this time. I don't mean to distract you from your task, son, but I've been left discombobulated by what we just saw. The music, your drumming, it brought the people together. As strange as that Jimmy fella was, maybe he was right. The hands of fate do bring us together. And it's up to us to see how we want to play that proverbial song. Play in tune. A breakup. Maybe that's what the point of this unruly and, frankly, fragrant festival was. In a time of unrest, we are meant to find, or rather, reconnect to what makes us tick. Like a clock. And it's always easier to do that to a good beat, I say. Yes, united. United we can fill an arena with light and love. It's nice to have that reminder every now and then. Fighting fit once more. Whoever said threesomes are complicated is a damn fool. Look how nicely those three vials look together. Beautiful. Right, where to next? Nothing left for us in this era. Huh. Let's see. I think we should return to Wardenclyffe Tower, 1906. See if we can't set things right with that frenzied scientist fella.
Mr. Clemens, can you hear me?
Like the bad angel on my shoulder. Is there some sort of hold-up? It's so cold up your Tower of Babel that my mustache could snap.
Oh, no complaints from you. I had a pair of willing assistants ready to do your job.
Young Hannah and Moisha are only a month shy of their wedding day, and you'd expose them to potential catastrophe? Rogue. The romantic in May couldn't have lied.
Not to mention the publisher's advance you'll get for a front row account of the greatest scientific discovery in history.
We really need to talk about your shocking lack of self-confidence sometime, my friend. What a bellyacre is this Clemens fella. I bet you're glad you don't have him for a companion. He sure does rattle off familiar, though.
Ah, Hannah. Well, please, come promptly when I call you. We're already behind schedule, and don't want to expose Mr. Clemens to the elements any longer than is necessary. If you could commence with the generator out back, we'll need no shortage of energy. They were sent by Edison. He clearly thought it the height of hilarity to gift us, well, me, a bunch of his so-called light bulbs. Laugh while you can. After tonight, your workshop will be as somber as a funeral parlor.
So, he wouldn't be a rival if he wasn't making even the smallest things a pain in the... There's a tool handy that'll get us into that box. And let there be lights. A lot of... Care to shed some light on the situation? Now, Asher. We can't be ripping through time like a wild tornado. We're riding along with a soul destined in this timeline. And you've gone and compelled me to reset it. Best mind humanity on those who mean us no harm.
with the frequency machine. And remember, they can only be turned on in order. Mr. Clemens? If you're still with us, can you check now the frequency for me?
Oh, good-o. A task to do. The numbers seem to align. Can I tug on this lever?
Patience.
Well, fine then. I shall ponder the opening stanza of what's sure to be the single piece of reportage that renders me immortal. How about wireless power may strike one as quite odd, like catching a fish with no bait, no hook, no rod. if we have time, allow me to play the role of your conscience. How could this wireless planet you seek be misemployed?
How much time do you think we have?
Oh, I would have thought you'd already put your brain to this and would just be reciting to me now what your musings instructed. I also can't let my affection for you and the honor I feel being at the heart of this experiment rob my readers of a well-balanced quill.
A village in the middle of the Libyan desert could have access to all the energy of the enlightened world, huh? The human project will leap forward 500 years.
Oh yes, I'm a handsome fella, if you overlook the bulbous wart at the end of my nose. You know in the Bible, the son of Cain made murder weapons before he did farm tools. Recall, God had cursed the land, making it all but impossible to plow. But still, the inclination to dominate and destroy was stronger than the inclination to heal.
You are talking to a man who evaded the seminary by a whisker. God touched you with the gift for words. If you denied that out of some imagined fear, your books could inspire bloody revolution. And who's to say a child's fable could not? Wouldn't that count as blasphemy? Anyhow, I weary of this talk. Next time, take a bottle up with you to converse with. He may give you the answers you're looking for.
Any bright ideas? Well, to be perfectly frank, it does look to be missing a few lines. Well, the addition of missing lights doesn't exactly make it any easier. Perhaps we're meant to light them all up. Another one down. Or up, whichever light travels. All right, let's get
Can
in
you
the
see
last
the lights
word
at your
of that
end, Mr.
final
Clements?
machine.
Indeed. Though I did think they was my Lord and Savior, here to whisk off my frostbitten corpse.
Tubes, gases, and some strange kind of wind turbine. What in the hell is this? Okay, this thing looks like my last lover. Aesthetically interesting, definitely dangerous. Okay, last hurdle is this crazy thing with these gas tubes. Must have to figure out the right order. Looks like it needs some form of device to keep it spinning, too. Hey, it's going. It didn't doubt you once. All right, let's get the picture
Sam,
going.
that's
Pull that
it.
lever, if you please.
You can flip the switch now. Really? Thank you once again, good friend, for making me a partner in this monumental event. Fingers on the trigger, and...
That's your prompt, Hannah! Pull the main lever!
Jove, he did it. He really did it! A wireless world. Something tells me the Edison workshop will be decidedly more subdued come the dawn.
Sweet perfection. Let me try this.
Well, this seems to be the fire fail. And some of my existing holds by dimension display. He's one.
Changes everything!
Go to my desk and ramp up the resonance frequencies.
You better get me out of here!
Tower.
Taylor! Something's wrong! The light! Everything's floating! Ah!
It surely can't be! No! No!
Thunderation! What did we just witness? Truly horrifying. Two prized orchids pulled from the soil of the era and tossed into the abyss. And now before us, another singularity. I suggest we deal to this one the same as the last. Ensure we don't leave time to tear itself apart. Get me patched up, please. Again, I'll leave this up to you. I hope you're feeling smart. Don't pay me no nevermind while you're toiling away, but I just can't help but dig a mite deeper into the happenings of that last bygone age. Such wonder, and then, well, a sorrowful event. Two great men, well, one and a so-so scribbler, removed from the world like they never was. A pair of verifiable Enochs. I've never been a Bible thumper, Asher, yet agree with the wisdom that man should never play God. And what came out of our master's laboratory? Was it left just to sit there? You'd have to be born yesterday to say so. Are we embroiled in some sort of race for his technology? And how did this technology tumble into your grandfather's hands? Just what the doctor ordered. Thanks, Doc. Well, ain't that something? 4 complete vials. Question is, where the hell's the 5th?
It's gonna be a tense takeoff, but you boys have got it. We'll get you both home safe. Before all that, can one of you sort that flag? Make things official? In front of the camera, if you please, gentlemen.
Roger. Hey, Neil. Roger. You hear all that? Go ahead, grab the flag from the lander. I'll get this camera sorted. One way or another.
What? No flag? Do you think our adversary has struck again? Huh. There's got to be a way we can fix all this. A flag? We need to find a flag.
Yeah, where's the flagpole, Chief? Yeah. Don't forget your helmet on the way back, okay? Howdy, partner.
We need a pole for that flag. Maybe that mop back in the apartment can be fashioned into a pole. Cut the top off with something, perhaps.
Hey, Neil.
Why, yes, that would do just fine and dandy as a pole substitute. Though we may have to perform some surgery on this. Cut that sponge device off. So this is what metal music sounds like. Not too shabby, gotta say. Now we have a pole. Let's hang something on it and wave it around proudly. Go on, son. Make your mama proud. Take a bow, son. Smell them roses. You've earned it. Some damn good imagination you've got there. Well, stick to it, I say.
Let's take it in so I can take a picture and we can finally claim this rock for America. Alright, well, let's get this in the bag. Stand by the flag there, I'll get a snap. Come on, at least try and look like you want to be here. Yep, that's it. Okay, now hold still. Gotcha. Well, now that's a mission accomplished. You're a natural. The camera loves you. Houston, yeah, this is Eagle. Operation Lunar Fashion Week is complete.
Well done, boys. All right, we need to prep for Eagle's ascent. And, one of you needs to head back over to Little West Crater and give one last pass with the mineral gear.
Go ahead, I insist. Can't forget about how excited you got, gushing about how you'd spend a lifetime studying that big mother of a crater. It'd be rude if I didn't give you your shot. Here, don't forget the battery pack. You're gonna need this for the mineral detector.
Gentlemen, I'd like to remind you this is a family-friendly frequency. So enough of the big mother talk, please. All right, I'll notify you when to rendezvous with Eagle.
Okay. Looks like our fortunes lie within some crater. Lead the way, my friend. Wow, what a sight. We've certainly seen some things on our trip, haven't we? But all good things must come to an end. Let's see what this elephant trunk of a trumpet will do. Found that mineral scanner by Buzz in the ladder. Don't forget to power it with that battery he was holding.
request for a tune?
Tune?
That's one big hole. Well,
Classic.
let's sink that putt now, if you catch my drift.
We'll see what we can do.
Warmer. Warmer.
Can you copy our music?
Warmer. I think we're finally gonna win this game of hide and seek.
Did you copy our music up there?
Yeah, we sure did. And we're wondering who selected, made your selections.
That'll be Charlie. It's a new number by some up-and-comers out of London.
It sounded a little scratchy to us. But either way, it's more tolerable than your voices, so... Thanks.
All right. I think we got a bite. Huh? Just looks like a rock to me.
Eagle, we can be with the lander. Status, abort, takeoff, in time.
Something's wrong. Quick, back to the lander. Now!
Apologies, young Asher, but I've had to abort mission. Never let the hand you're dealt dictate your game. The stakes were way too high for that. Far too high. Not too sportsmanlike stranding you like this, but I did say that when the cards were cut, there'd be no leaving the table.
What the hell? Why? That bastard outplayed us. Wait, something's wrong. Entangled. You're on your own.
Spread out, team. Someone's creeping around in here.
Howard! Did you find him? Did you find Harry? Martha's getting worried.
No. He must have run off somewhere else. Perhaps he's back in the research lab.
Okay, well, Martha's headed there to look. Let's head back to... Wait. What are you doing?
John. For the longest time, we've lived in fear of this thing. I'm tired of this.
Howard, that's the wine talking. Enough of this madness. Shut it down. Let's head back. Find your son.
Don't be such a coward. I've wasted enough time. He's coming round. Do forgive the roughhousing, my boy. Certainly not a great first impression. My name is Howard Whitman, and you, Asher, have been a hard one to pin down. Your grandfather, John, hasn't exactly made it easy. His blood runs through your veins, all right. I know. I've known your grandfather a very long time. John and I were colleagues, you see. But I digress. I'm part of an organization called the Temporal Management Bureau. I believe you may be familiar. It's our duty to ensure humanity's path through time is an optimal one. We prune and trim certain variabilities to produce agreeable outcomes. That's the goal, at least. But time, well, it's a complicated business. Do you like games, Asher? Indulge me. Dealer? Poker. A seemingly straightforward test of skill and chance, but beneath its surface lies a deeper game. A simple deck of cards, and yet a sea of possibilities. And now, your cards, Asher, and with them the most important question: which of our hands do the fortunes favor? And so, fate begins to show its hand. You know what? I say we go straight to the showdown. The games we are used to playing. It's all or nothing. Isn't that right, Asher? Well now. A strong showing from yourself, but it seems I have the advantage. So begs the question. If you could go back now, restack the deck, would you? Not yet knowing how this all ends, would you intervene with the fates of this game? 3 kings. Now that's a hand to envy. Perhaps going back, intervening, would have been a mistake. Intervention, Asher. You see, that's the game we're really playing. Your grandfather pulls one string, I another, twisting back the hands of time as we seek the perfect hand. John believes we must intervene to restore time to its genesis, let nature run its course. But I have seen humanity crumble 100 different ways. If we can use technology to heal an ailing man, why wouldn't we use it to heal an ailing world? We've earned the right to be the masters of our own fate, even if that means choosing the lesser of 10 evils. Look out that window, Asher. The perpetual night. The air is corrosive as rust. The people alone, each babbling to themselves in their little cocoons. The world you left behind, though far from perfect, was better than this. This is John's creation. Your creation. Shall we see how this all ends?
A flush? Well, how do you like my handiwork? Why the frown? That work-shy tin can you're wearing doesn't seem to be fulfilling my full potential. What? My ears were burning. What? Full potential? I'll crush you so bad there won't be none of you left to fill a tube.
Hush! Humble in victory, gracious in defeat. I don't know how many times I've told him. Still, here we are. My flush beats your king's, Asher. As ugly as my flush is, and what often takes place under the shadow of time's unabating pendulum can be ugly, it beats a trio of earthly monarchs for a reason. As so often is the case, the best outcome is the one you should have seen coming. Turn it off! I trust you're now starting to realize the greater game at play here. I have a gift for you. A show of good faith. I believe you have some idea what these are. Like a tempest in a bottle. We call them time splitters. One can use them to capture rifts in time, helping seal and mend alterations made to a timeline. But one can also use the energy captured in these to split open time itself and pass through physically from one moment to another. You've walked in others' shoes, Asher, but are you ready to take your first real steps? I leave you now with a choice. See out your days in this poisoned world, or use this last vial and venture back to change the course of history. This time, for man's benefit. I'd love to join you, but like this world of yours, I'm dying. I can no longer influence the past in the same way you can. Godspeed, Asher.
Ash, that vial. Between Whitman and your grandfather, I'm beat. It's a hell of a thing being the last one to the dance. I did have a passing rumination that the question is not whether to trust that chap, or even your grandfather for that matter, but rather our own eyes. That window, this portal to misery, surely supplies us honest counsel. He handed us this missing vial, and with it, the destiny of mankind. Or at least that was his sales patter. I'll take your lead on this, son. I'll be at your wrist, whatever way you turn. energy in the vial's been refined. We've got everything we need, bar an excuse to dally, Asher. Well, that's one proverbial chapter done. But if we want to finish our so-called book, we need 5 full vials to get this thing fully ticking. Vials full of that stuff we get. Wow, surely is something. A singularity under our control. Though, anything still missing? May I suggest a big bowl of Chateau? We're close to the precipice, my boy. I'm the last missing piece for this machine, and my counterpart, of course. Wait, what the moon fragment gone? 7? No. A host on the moon, dead. My fault entirely, dear friend. If I had been there, I could have pulled us out. Reset us until we found a way to weather that storm. Alas, we cannot return now. Close to the precipice, my boy. I'm the last missing piece for this machine, and my counterpart, of course. Close to the precipice, my boy. I'm the last missing piece for this machine, and my counterpart, of course. close to the precipice, my boy. I'm the It's working! Your move, Asher. I got no idea where this will take us, and what I'll look like when we get there. But whatever happens, we'll be doing it together, Asher. And that's... I'm losing my...
What the hell? That wasn't no goddamn bird that hit us. Take the wheel, Fred. What the hell is this thing? Who the heck are you? How the hell did you get on my plane?
Amelia, the left engine's dead. We're losing altitude.
Keep her steady, Fred.
Hey, son! Son! I managed one last parlor trick to buy us a few minutes. Unfortunately, this seems to be it, my friend. I can see down the road enough to know this is where we must part ways, and that this plane's about to part company with the sky. I am bound to this moment, but you must get off this bird. Take that parachute! Go! I can't hold on to time much longer! Now throw off the bow lines. Sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore. Dream. Discover.
Well, shit, Asher. You must be a little lost for words. You've been on quite the journey. By the time we met, face to face. All that chaos on the plane. Samuel's gone.
And Amelia, too. I'm sure you are still piecing it together, but their journeys continue on without us. For now. Amelia is tangled up in this more than you realize. I know what you're thinking. Why am I here, on this island? Why didn't you help stop this? Well, our friend Howard is cunning. He managed to convince you that your job wasn't done, giving you that vial to, well, set things straight. But really, he sent you here to get you out of the way, so he can continue his crusade. But Howard doesn't see the full picture. Not like I do. This entire charade, all our efforts so far, were to bait Howard into giving you that vial, thinking he was sending you back here to perish. But no. You see, the advantage I have over Howard, Asher, is that I've been here before. I've quite literally lived your life. Because I am you. Understand? Little does he know that this is not the end of the road for you or us. This is just the end of the beginning. July 2nd, 1937. The ways ahead are many. And we're not the only cog in this machine. So, Asher, or John, at least for now, relax. Enjoy a little break. This here is exactly where we need to be.